welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. My name is Tammy and it's weigh-in day. Okay, so if any of you watched my video last week, my 54-week weigh-in, you will know that I was distraught because I had put on a couple of pounds of water weight, and I really wasn't expecting to because it wasn't my normal time of the month to do so, and I was pretty emotional about it. There's a lot of things surrounding why it was emotional for me. It wasn't just the fact that I had put weight on, because that's happened a lot. There were multiple things that were at play last week, and you know, with YouTube it is what it is. If I'm doing a daily vlog or a vlog that's required, if I don't feel that great, I just still have to put one out, and that's what I decided to do. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for all of your comments. So I'm sure all of you are wondering, after my 1 week, I've actually been on no dairy for 7 days, a week of no dairy. So these are the things that I changed this week. I eliminated dairy from my diet. I lowered my sodium. I raised my potassium. I eliminated sucralose from my diet, and I eliminated erythritol from my diet. I did all of that just to see if that maybe changing things up a little bit would throw things back into gear, or maybe I was being sensitive to one of those things. My knee pain was concerning me last week because I had not had really joint pain. Multiple things could be at play, but I tried all of those things, and weird. My light is doing something weird. So I'm sure you guys are excited to find out if changing up those things worked for me. So here we go. Let's get to the weigh-in. So as you can see, I weighed in today at 236.2. That's a whole half a pound down from last week, and 137.8 down from my highest weight. So on January 1st, 2017, I weighed in at 374 pounds. So that puts me at a loss of 137.8, which is kind of disappointing, because if you've been around my channel for even a short time, you know that I weighed in at 236 pounds on my Ketoversary, which was January 1st, 2018. So that means basically that I haven't lost anything on the scale in 3 weeks. That's pretty long for me. Usually, if I'm sticking somewhere, I usually only stick for 2 weeks. I've definitely held water for more than 3 weeks before. Back in September, or actually when I first started the channel, I think is when, a couple weeks in, I don't know, I gained some weight, my 35-week weigh-in, I believe, something like that. Anyway, if you want to go way back, you can see that this kind of thing has happened before, only even on a larger scale, larger amount of water. Am I disappointed? A little bit. Part of me is disappointed, part of me is just like apathetic. You know, these things happen. I really thought that by changing things up, I would really like shake my body into gear, get my metabolism going again, and it did not work. So today I've decided I'm just going back to square one. I'm going to go back to eating what I've been eating every day for a year, and switch back to putting dairy back into my diet, and just go back to what makes me feel happy as a person. Because even if I'm not losing massive amounts of weight, I want to be happy and satiated on this diet. And without dairy, I wasn't. So I really need to have that in my life, I've decided. So I'm sorry if that disappoints anybody, but it's just going to be what it's going to be, and I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing, and if it works, then it works, and if it doesn't, well, we're just going to keep on keeping on. Even if I'm only losing tiny amounts, you know, like, I'm just going to keep on going down. In the inches department, I did lose 1.5 inches this week, but it was mostly from my arms and my thighs, not as much through my trunk as I would like to have. But that's still 3 inches down in 3 weeks, so I'm definitely still moving in the right direction. And honestly, a real stall is no movement on the scale or inches in 6 weeks. So I haven't really hit that, so I don't really feel like I need to make a drastic life change at this time. So I'm going back to doing what I know works, back to doing my dairy products. I stuck with my macros the whole time, and I'm not changing my macros. I don't feel like anything drastic needs to be done at this point. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody being there for me and give me a hug when I needed it, because man, I did. I don't really have anyone in real life to talk to about this. Nobody really gets it. Nobody really understands. And all the people that are doing keto with me are people I'm coaching. So the coach can't really like go to the person they're coaching and be like, oh, I'm so miserable, you know. So thanks for being my sounding board and letting me talk, letting me get my emotions out, and I appreciate that. I appreciate having a little bit of an audience to boob and whine to when I need to. So I'm grateful that you guys were like understanding about that, and that you didn't just like leave in droves thinking I was a crazy person or something. So anyway, so that's my update. I lost a half a pound, didn't really move much on the scale. I'm still hoping for that whoosh. Maybe this is gonna be my week. I ate my dairy for my first meal, and it was delicious, and oh my gosh, I missed it. I really feel happier when I have it. So there you have it. All right, so that's everything I have for you right now. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll talk to you again soon.